we go. Good evening, everybody. Really excited that you're here. Welcome to our Wednesday evening skincare masterclass. I love that intro video because it gives everybody time to get in. And yeah, I love a good tune. I hope you're all well. We are going to have a great call tonight. We have got somebody super incredible joining us on this call. You can probably see her already, but it is our amazing Rachel Allen, brand leader 3, one of our founding ambassadors, been here right from the very start. So I don't think there's anything about Beyond Beauty Club that Rachel doesn't know. She's also got incredible expertise in the skincare industry, also in makeup artistry. She's done so incredibly well in her career, and she has been able to lend all of that knowledge and expertise to what she does here today in Beyond Beauty Club. And she's going to talk you through the daily essentials, are the foundation of our business, one of our core product lines, and the top selling product that we have. And she's going to give you all of her tips and tricks and how to apply that and use it. So, welcome, Rachel. Really glad that you're here with us tonight. Looking fabulous.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for the lovely introduction, Hayley. It's pleased to be here.
So, Rach, we're going to go through the skincare essentials today. And Rachel, just tell us a little bit about your experience and sort of background that you come from and why, we were so excited to have you on this call tonight.
Yeah, of course. So I was really excited to be asked to speak on this call. My expertise are in specialist makeup for TV and film. But before that, to get into makeup, was all about beauty therapy and skin. And great makeup starts from great skin. There is no shortcut. So for me, I'm really passionate about looking after our skin. So when I was asked to be on this call, I bit their hand off really to be a part of it.
Super. So, shall we kick off with understanding the skin basics, Rach? Talk us through it.
Yeah, so we have the layers of the skin. And in the world of skincare, especially coming from a makeup artist point of view, a flawless finish starts with understanding your skin underneath. Before I even think about foundation, concealer, the glow, I'm thinking about the canvas itself. Our skin is amazing. It's the body's largest organ. And in my experience working on countless faces, it's also the biggest determinant of how makeup will look and wear. Our skin protects us from external stressors like the cold, heat, pollution, and UV exposure, as well as internal influences such as stress, fatigue, and illness. And when the skin isn't supported properly, it tells a story. You can't, like I said, there's no shortcuts. You can't tell a lie. The skin shows how it's being looked after. So it shows through things like dryness, excess shine, texture, or reduced longevity of your makeup. So
Yeah.
great skin's not just about appearance, it's about performance, and you want your skin to be balanced and healthy. So we can briefly look at the layers of the skin because each one does play a vital role on how skincare behaves. So we have the epidermis, which is the one that you can see, the one that you can touch. It houses our skin cells, it houses the pigment, and this layer is where our skin barrier lives. And if you've been a part of Beyond Beauty Club and with Simon Ourian MD for a while, you probably heard us talk about skin barrier quite a lot because your skin barrier is so, so important. It's critical for your skin health. If the barrier is compromised, this is where harmful elements can negatively impact. So it's your protection. It also makes an effect on how your makeup can wear, how it can cling, how can it can separate. A strong epidermis means smoother application and better adhesion of products. That's from a makeup side of things. But for those of us who also like to go makeup free, looking after it is what gives you that flawless, natural skin that everyone wants to have. And then beneath the epidermis, we have the dermis. This is rich in collagen, blood vessels, and nerves. This layer is responsible for firmness, elasticity, and bounce. And when I'm prepping skin for makeup, especially for long wear or photography makeup, the health of the dermis is what gives skin that fresh, plump look, which can really enhance how our skin shows up. And then deeper is the subcutaneous tissue, which is made up of fat cells, and that provides the cushioning and the insulation. And while we don't necessarily treat it directly through skincare topically, its condition influences facial structure and how your skin responds overall. So, understanding the fundamentals of your skin structure and the protective functions, you'll be better equipped to then address your skincare concerns.
Amazing. And I know that like the dermis and epidermis is always a huge topic now.
Hmm.
Like, people use a lot more red light therapy. We've got our amazing LED Hollywood Glow therapy tool, which
Yeah, love
helps
it.
that. Collagen is also a big topic, which helps with that as well. So it's really important to kind of understand those layers, I think. So skin types, talk to us a little bit about skin types.
So, understanding your skin type is a key step in building an effective skincare routine. Skin types are generally grouped into four main categories: normal, dry, oily, and combination, each with their own characteristics and requirements. So, normal skin is considered well balanced. It typically shows an even oil production, minimal imperfections, and a smooth, consistent skin tone. We've got dry skin, and common characteristics for that is a feeling of tightness, especially after cleansing. It can tend to lack moisture and lipids, flakiness or visible dry patches, or like I said, a bit of like a lacking the radiance that you want coming from your skin. Oily skin is defined by excess sebum production, the excess oils, especially through the T-zone. You can have enlarged pores that are more prone to congestion and a tendency toward imperfections such as breakouts and blemishes. And then combination skin, which is what I class myself as having. Oiliness in certain areas, often in the T-zone, but with dryness elsewhere. More noticeable large pores through the center of the face, mostly, and variations in skin texture across different areas. I think a lot of people think they've got combination skin because sometimes you feel like you're in between, and maybe through different seasons as well, you feel like you edge slightly more to the oilier side of things or the drier side of things. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I know that something that I've learned over the years is dry skin sometimes doesn't always necessarily have to mean like flaky. Like your
Hmm.
skin can be super dehydrated, and I definitely fall into that category. But I have to say that since using the daily essentials, my skin is probably in the best shape it's
Hmm.
ever been. So let's dip into this now. Let's talk about the daily essentials. I know you've been around since the beginning, so you have seen it all, and you've also had personal experience and conversations with Dr. Simon. Talk to us about the daily essentials.
Yeah, I've probably been using the daily essentials now for my maths isn't going to be the best, but well over 2 years, every single day, morning and night. I'm obsessed. I won't ever be using anything else for my free step essentials. Um, they're designed to address your individual skin types, which we went through just then. And consistency is so important. Like Dr. Simon's quote here. Sometimes I think people want to know the next new secret or the next new trend that's going to suddenly transform your skin. But the truth is, your skin is an organ. And it needs looking after, and it needs looking after consistently, the same way as we will look after the rest of our body. What we know works, and so you stick with it. And it's a living, breathing organ. So keeping it going and not doing it for a little bit is what's so crucial. So the routine doesn't need to be complicated. It starts with the three simple steps of your cleanser, toner, and moisturizer morning and night. And these products help maintain your skin's natural balance and create the ideal conditions for skin to look smooth, fresh, and well prepared. And have spoken to Simon on numerous occasions about his skincare. I love picking his brain about things. I love how involved he is and how passionate he is with the products that he's created. And I always say to him how grateful I am that he's brought his products to us because they are my favorite ever. We obviously have an AI powered skin analysis, which is incredible. There's no guesswork. You understand that, well, it understands the skin first and then choosing the correct products for you. It's so crucial. From what I just said earlier about different skin types, what might be right for me might be wrong for Haley and vice versa, and discovering what's best for you. So it's a simple morning and evening routine. And I say this a lot to my customers as well. It's a physical thing, but I think it's important to be taking that few minutes in the morning and few minutes in the evening to be looking after you and what it does for your mental well-being as well, to really be putting yourself first and making sure you're looking after you. So, Step
Such a
one,
huge part,
oh, sorry,
such a huge part of self-care. I think sometimes at the
100%.
end of a really busy day, it's so lovely just to take those 10 minutes to yourself and do your skincare regimen. I actually really look forward to it.
I just took a quick break just to have my radiance, but
So
not secret.
let's go through step one, the cleansing side, the first step.
Yeah, so I feel like each step is it's so you can't skip it. Each step has um its own powers, and so they're all important to understand and in the order that they go. So cleansing morning and evening is essential. It removes your makeup, your impurities, excess sebum, and all the environmental pollution that are out there because, we don't go out wearing a full mask. We wear clothes, but your face is always exposed, everywhere you go. So it's so important that you are cleaning that properly every day. From a skin preparation perspective, cleansing is the step that sets everything else up. So when your skin is properly cleansed, it appears clearer, it feels smoother, and it responds better to the products that follow. And cleansing is so important because it's removing the buildup. It's important to maintain an even looking skin health. It helps with hydration, regular cleansing. Helps balance your moisture levels when it becomes dehydrated. And if your skin becomes dehydrated, obviously that affects signs of aging and things like that. And like I said, it means that you have optimum results moving on with the next products because you've prepped your skin correctly. So if you have balanced skin, the aloe vera refreshing cleanser offers a light yet effective cleanse. It's got an instant refreshing feeling, and even though it's not the recommended one for me, I have tried it and I do love the feeling of this instant refreshment. It's enriched with aloe vera, which is obviously a brilliant ingredient. It gently removes impurities while preserving the skin's natural barrier, and it leaves your skin just feeling really clean. For combination and oily skin, the salicylic acid cleanser, clarifying cleanser, it's ideal for skin prone for excess oil and congestion. Salicylic acid is an ingredient that's probably my number one favorite ingredient in skincare and how great it is for pores. Pores are my biggest skin concern, and I've done so much research on why salicylic acid is your best friend for pores. So I look into that a lot. I love information. It helps unclog pores, it provides gentle exfoliation, and assists in reducing blemish-causing breakouts without stripping the skin. And then for my dry and sensitive friends, the Calming Cleansing Milk. Again, I've tried this one as well because I just like to try all of them, even though I don't necessarily need them or on the back of my hand. Um, this is lovely because it cleanses without disruption. So it's very soothing. It still does the job of removing the impurities, but it still supports your skin barrier. It provides this instant calming, comforting effect. And even though each cleanser has its different effects when you use water, some of them foam up, some of them don't. It's important to know that that is intentional. And with the calming cleansing milk, even though it doesn't lather up as much, it's really getting to work and it's very, very effective and it has incredible ingredients in it. So, some pro tips. Gentler is better. So even though sometimes we want to feel like we're that feeling of using something harsh on your skin when you feel like it's doing something, that doesn't always mean a good thing. You want consistent, gentle skincare that doesn't trigger. There's a 60-second rule with cleanser, and I remember Shari sent us a video years ago when we first started this on it was maybe a reel on Instagram that was just saying about you need to be using it for 60 seconds at least. It's a brilliant product, so why are we rushing it? We want to make sure we're getting every single great bit of active ingredients out of this product. So a challenge for you tonight when you use your evening cleanser is make sure that you are really getting to work and do it for 60 seconds. And honestly, you'll probably notice even more of a difference than you do now. And also use lukewarm water, not hot water, because what you can do is actually strip your skin and the active ingredients from your cleanser.
I love that little challenge. And like you say, it sets yourself up for everything else that follows. So you need to like take that time and really, really put it to work, I guess, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So toner, step two. One of the
What?
biggest topics I think that I hear of, like the love of the toner. Like some people
Yeah,
it lasts 3 months, some people it lasts so not very long at all. I'm like, what are you doing with it? But
yeah.
people love it. So let's see what do you love about it?
I think toner can be I want to say an underrated product, but I don't think that's right. I think it's misunderstood. I think people that don't come from a skincare background maybe don't quite know why cleanser is so effective. But your toner is your perfect connection between your cleanser and your moisturizing step. You do it every morning, morning and night. It refines the skin surface with micro exfoliation and it gently activates your skin. So it's so important for the prep of your skin. It's lightly exfoliating, like I said. It supports your healthy skin barrier. It allows subsequent products afterwards to absorb better effectively, and it enhances how your serums and your moisturizers will interact with your skin. It kind of doubles down after your cleanser, and it's not to be confused with replacing your cleanser, but it almost backs up your cleanser just to remove anything left on your skin or residual impurities on there. Our cleansers are lightweight, but they're fast penetrating formulas. Both of our cleansers are absolutely incredible. I love my salicylic acid one, but also niacinamide is such
I
a
love
sought
that one.
after ingredient. Yeah, it's such a popular ingredient in the skincare
Mhm.
world, and rightly so, because it's a very, very effective ingredient. The results are cleaner and more refined looking skin, with your pores actually looking less visible from moment after using your toner. So it and also affects, sorry, it supports your skin protection. So rebalancing the skin and gosh, I can't speak today. Minimalizing the appearance of pores and your skin's natural defense against environmental stresses. So there's quite a lot of repetition, I understand from this, but it's because, like I said, you don't cut corners here. It does what it says it's going to do, and this is exactly what your skin needs. So we have two incredible toners. If you are balanced, dry, or sensitive skin, then the niacinamide rebalancing toner is ideal. It offers support and comfort to your skin. It's formulated with niacinamide, which helps fortify the skin against moisture loss, maintaining your hydration and a smooth, healthy looking complexion. And if you are combination or oily skin, you will be recommended the salicylic acid clarifying toner. It's designed to address congestion, excess oil. It's enriched with what I've said is my favorite ingredient, the salicylic acid, helping reduce existing and future blemishes while keeping the skin still hydrated and balanced. And some pro tips: gentle exfoliation regularly from your toner really helps with anti-aging and kind of revealing the skin beneath of revealing your glow. It's important that toners do not replace cleansers, so use each step. And to be able to address what Hayley said about sometimes people use more or less, a great tip is to use a cotton pad. I sometimes see people using their hands. One, it's much more hygienic and clean to be using a cotton pad rather than your hands. But also you can control the effective application of your toner and making sure that you are only using the recommended couple of drops on a pad, and you'll start getting used to it, and then like clockwork your products are lasting the exact time that you want them to.
Absolutely. I love that you dropped that tip in because it has been known that people were splashing it with their hands and wondering why they were going through it so quickly.
Yeah.
So step three, moisturizing. This is my favorite part, I think.
Especially this time of year.
Yeah.
And moisturizer is so important. And just skipping ahead to the pros, but the pro tip, which I'll come to later. But like I said, this time of year, I find I'm applying it maybe more so than other times. And that's okay because our skin, it's like giving your skin a drink. So using the right moisturizer, it's essential for maintaining your skin health. It helps plump the skin, deliver long-lasting hydration. It protects against external factors that can compromise your skin barrier. And it also supports against the signs of aging. And, sometimes I get asked a lot, like, oh, about anti-aging. And I'm like, to start with, anti-aging is to look after your skin. Look after what your skin needs is your biggest defense against anti-aging. It's such a big organ. Our faces are always exposed. So the best thing to start with is your cleanser, toner, moisturizer every day that's right for your skin. So you want to maintain these hydration levels, and it might sound like we're talking about hydration a lot, but the first giveaway of aging skin is dehydrated skin. Hydrated skin naturally, it makes your skin look fresher, more youthful, more radiant, and it is the perfect base. Just coming back around to makeup, which is what I wanted to kind of give the little twist on this call, coming from a makeup artist perspective, is moisturizer is crucial. It's the difference of a makeup going well and a makeup not going well, what all the steps are, but having a well hydrated face is so important. You want a smooth canvas, and an idea canvas for makeup application, helping it go on more evenly and making your makeup last longer. And then on to the next slide, we have two incredible moisturizers for our balanced combination dry and sensitive girls and boys. Hyaluronic acid 24-hour moisturizer. It delivers a deep, long-lasting hydration. It's enriched with hyaluronic acid, which is probably my second favorite skincare ingredient. Hyaluronic acid is, there's no one who doesn't benefit from hyaluronic acid. It deeply nourishes and helps plump your skin. And I feel like the word plump, when I first started saying this, people were worried because they think plump means you're going and like blowing up your face. But what you want is plump because it gives
Like
youthfulness.
the bounce back,
It's the
isn't it? And
bounce.
yeah.
Exactly. It's the bounce, and it's what we use makeup sometimes to create with contour and highlight and creating definitions on your face. So the more you have that naturally from looking after your skin, then the better. Whilst maintaining long-lasting moisture levels throughout the day. And then for the oily customers, the salicylic acid mattifying moisturizer. It's designed to hydrate without heaviness. So again, with salicylic acid in it, it helps support clearer skin by addressing existing and new blemishes while keeping skin balanced and comfortable. I feel it's a very common misconception that if you have oily skin, you don't need help with moisturizer, when actually they're very, very different things. And to help with your excess oil production, it's crucial that you are keeping your skin hydrated. This is why it's a perfect moisturizer for those of you with oily skin. And then some pro tips on the next slide. I've just said that already, but moisturizing isn't just for dry skin, it's for everybody. And luckily we have different moisturizers to suit that too. A great tip here, which I haven't seen spoken about much, is that you can actually enhance your moisturizer by using it on damp skin. Think of it like anything that's on your skin already and you put your moisturizer on top, you're locking it in. We want to lock in the moisture. And I've also heard this, I know this call isn't about serums, by the way, but I also recommend that with your serum as well.
I do that. I
Yeah,
definitely do
putting it
that.
on damp skin.
Mm.
Excuse me. Sometimes if my face is a little bit damp still from toner or whatever, I will put my serum on then. And that's a great tip too. And then topping up throughout the day if needed. So if you're out all day or whatever and you're out in the elements or whatever, topping up on your moisturizer can really, really help. And again, I know this call isn't about another product, but with your SPF also, following on with SPF and topping that up throughout the day, all year round, even in the winter, makes such a difference.
Those are super, super tips. And we don't like, and customers don't need to just take our word for it and our members' word for it, because obviously we know and love the products, but we are also fortunate that we've had results fit for A-listers, haven't we? And we've had these user trials done.
Hmm. Yeah, clinically supported results driven by real user experience in an independent 4-week user trial of 200 participants using Simon Ourian MD Daily Essentials twice a day, and the results have spoken for themselves. After just 1 week, 90% of them have reported more nourished feeling skin. And by the end of the trial, after the 4 weeks, 92% experienced noticeably softer skin, 87% saw a brighter complexion, and 86% reported visibly improved skin texture. So I just think that's so powerful, because what better results than speaking to real people using the
Yeah.
products consistently and being able to report back. And these results reflect not only immediate hydration benefits, but also cumulative improvements in overall skin quality. So it supports that the Daily Essential range is an effective results-driven skincare solution that's kept very simple. They are the foundation of great skincare, and they ensure that the following steps on your regimen, whether that is moving on to your retinoid or moving on to serums, or obviously you incorporate them within that 3 steps. But whatever you follow on, it all makes the difference. So make sure that if you are using serums, retinoid, the LED light device, etc., that you've prepped your skin beforehand so that you are getting the best out of the products that you have. I can't stress it enough.
Absolutely. Well said, Rachel. So the daily essentials is obviously the foundation of our skincare. And like you said, they ensure that all the following steps after, really work effectively and efficiently. And I think you have given us some amazing tips with the essentials and some great guidance when we're applying our makeup, girls, as well. So we're going to be all be looking super glowy and gorgeous over the coming weeks. But let's just quickly, before we round up the call, just go over the daily essential subscription that we have, Rach. Like, how do you position this with your customers, and what do you think's all the added value that we're now doing?
I mean, I think that the essentials for £49.50 a month, €59.5 a month, I think it's absolutely incredible. I say that straight away that I'm in complete shock in on how brilliant that is. You've got enough cleanser, toner, and moisturizer to last you that time. 200 ml cleansers is incredible. The standard size of cleanser I see in shops is always 100 ml. I'm obsessed with this, and I feel like it's one of the simplest things to sell. I don't know, I'm using a lot of my quotation marks, but one of the simplest things to sell because you're not just selling a product, you're selling a routine. And I think from a consumer's perspective, it makes it more almost like I want to say a bit more fun because you're not just getting a
And
product.
real. It's
It makes it
real.
real. You're getting 3 products that have been chosen to suit you, so it feels personal. And all the instructions are there on how to use your cleanser, how to use your toner, how to use your moisturizer. So you can make it fun. You can have fun with this. Like I said, the price is absolutely incredible, whether they want to pay upfront or 3 installments. And as we know this month as well, you get some. We've announced some extra things that you get with your essentials. So your new customers will be getting the free headband, and the things that are listed here, your ebook and your vitality classes. So I just think there's so much extra value coming on top of it. But even before we had the added value, the essentials is really our bread and butter of the skincare world. And they are effective products that really, really work. So I always lead with the essentials. It makes me excited to talk about the essentials, and I feel very confident when speaking about them that I am a user of them for over 2 years. A lot of people I know have used them for a long time, and I'm so confident that when they get the correct cleanser, toner, moisturizer, and start their routine, it won't be long before they start seeing a real difference in their skin too.
Absolutely. And you are one of our top members, certainly in the UK, with always gaining new customers, Rachel. And I know that this is one of your best sellers. And you and your team always share their before and after pictures of essentials. And I think that in itself and your personal perspective instills so much confidence in the audience watching, learning, that they can really have a routine that's tailored for them, super simple,
Hmm.
and it's going to give them real results as well. So thank you so much for all of that tonight. You have been amazing. I hope everybody listening has got some real value with that, especially if you're new. Thank you for joining us, Rachel. And yeah, have a really great rest of your evening, everybody.
Thank you for having me. Lots of love. Take care.
Bye, guys.